Hey Queens, I'm Bailey. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Today I'm going to be doing the second update to my Project Pan, and I know it's late in the year to be doing a second update, but I started this really late, so it just is what it is. Let's get on into it. Few housekeeping things. I filmed all of this yesterday along with a Shop My Stash and realized I had food literally right in the middle the whole time, and I just could not post that. I could not do that to myself. So I'm refilming the Project Pan, not refilming the Shop My Stash because I don't want to go back through my old video and figure out what I chose and go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So it just is what it is. I'll have a Shop My Stash next time. I'm filming a foundation review where I'm testing 3 different foundations, so that will be up soon. I also changed up my Project Pan here. My original, your typical Project Pan. I was using that big chunky journal. If you've been here, you might know what I'm talking about. And I moved all my journaling stuff downstairs so I could be next to my husband and we weren't not hanging out with each other all evening. So I moved everything in this journal because I was forgetting or running late and not able to go run downstairs and mark my uses. So this is just an easier way. I can just do my makeup and just mark it right after. And I decided that I would be using up 10 products instead of the 5 that I was using. So I think that is everything. I hope it is. If not, it is what it is. So let's just get started with the update. We'll start with my rolling 10 Project Pan, now 10. So half of this is an intro, half of this is stuff that I have been using. So let's start with the Line Crime Software Blush in Wi-Fi. I did use it a total of 7 times in July, and this is what it is looking like. Not much difference. I was trying to use up this area here. There may be a little bit of a difference, but it's really not as much as I would like it to be. There is a lot of product on this side, like it's up to the top of the pan, so it might still take me, it might take me the rest of the year to get through this, if not longer, and I was not expecting that at all. Next we have my Alamar Cosmetics blush palette, and I am only panning this shade, which is Scorcher. I brought this in June, and in July I used it a total of 9 times, and there's no difference. There's absolutely no difference. This is such a pigmented blush that I really don't have to use a lot. So yeah, this is gonna take me a while. I'm hoping to finish it. I don't know if I will by the end of the year. So that's great. Then we have my Line Crime Plushie in Melon Smoothie. I do want to finish this. In July, I used it a total of 6 times. And last month, I did decide that I was not going to take the stock route. I was just going to use this until I couldn't get a whole lot left on the doe foot. I'm still getting a good amount on there, but there is so much windowing. Like, I don't know where I'm getting this product from. Like, it has to be at the bottom. But yeah, still going strong, still going strong. Then we have my ColourPop So Juicy She's Here gloss. Now, my first update for this one, I marked it too low. I didn't have it sitting down long enough. So this is where I marked it, but it's actually up to here. I should have redid my marking. And then yesterday when I did my mark, it didn't quite settle all the way, but there's not much of a difference. It's like a little millimeter, so that's where I marked it. It's about like right there. It is what it is. I used this a total of 11 times, and that's not including reapplication. So I used quite a bit of this, okay? I used it a lot. I think that's half, a little over half, maybe. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know if I'll finish it this year. I have a lot of long haul products in this project, but it is what it is. Then the last product that's been in here for some time is my loose highlighter that I have from an indie brand. I have the goal of using this 50 times because loose highlighters are really hard to get through because you don't need a lot of product. I use this a total of 13 times in July, making my total usage 41. So I just need to use it 9 more times to roll this out and move on to another highlighter. And I already know what I'm going to use. I'll probably mention that here in a bit when I open up that palette. But yeah, moving on to the things that I am now introducing. First thing is my Coty Airspun Translucent Loose Powder. I decided to bring this in because I use it every day anyways, and I am trying to use it up. Let me try to show you kind of where we're sitting. So this is kind of where we're at. It's where the powder is at right there. Yeah, I use this literally every day. I use a good amount. I set with my sponge under my eyes, around my nose, and my nose because that's where I'm oiliest and where I crease the most. And then I powder with a brush all over my face. So I think I'll have this done by the end of the year. I really think I will. It's not too much. We'll see how it goes. Then I decided to bring in my Touch in Sol No Pore Primer. I'm already using this every day, so I might as well just include this in here. I really like this primer. I really liked it when I was younger, like say 5 years ago when I was 20. I'm now 25, and that's still pretty young, but I'm starting to see that this kind of just like really builds up gunk in my pores. Not all pore filling primers do that, I feel like. Like the e.l.f. putty one, it doesn't do anything to my skin. I swear it doesn't. I swear it doesn't. Like I exfoliate a little bit extra, but other than that, it really doesn't do anything. I feel like I get a lot more bumps under skin around my chin and cheek area. So I don't know. I don't think I'll ever purchase this again, but I am happy that I'm revisiting it because I feel like I would always wonder what if I didn't. Then we have my Raw Beauty Kristi ColourPop Super Shock in Olympic, and I did hit pan in this in July because it was in my Shop My Stash. I've decided to pan it because it is drier than all my other Super Shocks. It's a very beautiful shade and it's still very much usable. It's just not in the best form that it can be, you know? 2 more products for this project. I rolled in my Morphe Babe Paradise palette by Bretman Rock, and I'm only gonna be focusing on Baby Girl. I do want to try and hit pan on all these shades. I know I can't do that this year, but I would really like to do that in this palette because I've had it for so long, and I want to start with Baby Girl just because I am already working on a gold highlight, so I'd rather just work on a cooler tone one. And then lastly, I originally brought this into my Shop My Stash, said I was going to use it all summer, and then I was like, well, I might as well just put it in my project pan. It's silly that I don't. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection with Whaley. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not going to. And I'm only using the bronzer and the darker highlighter. I mix them together, so I'm counting their uses together. I use them like every time I did my makeup except for twice in July and today. The highlighter I did hit pan in. It may be like a fluky pan, but I still hit pan. It still counts. And then in the bronzer, I don't know if you can tell, but you can kind of see the outline of the ring of the pan showing up there. So maybe I'm close to pan. I don't think I'm going to finish them up, but I do just want to use them as much as possible during these warmer months to see how far I can get. So that is everything for my Rolling 10 project pan. Now we're going to slide on into my Pan That palette. This year I've been focusing on the Too Faced Life is a Festival palette. Yes, she is dirty. Yes, she is gross. And no, I do not care. Also, I am not using this shade, or this shade. I do not like the formula of them. I know I've used them quite a bit, but I gave up on them. I do not care. This shade I haven't been using because it's so similar to this one, and I'm trying to use this one up first. since this is my favorite shade in the palette. So let's get started here. There's only 3 shades that I'm actually working on. The first one is Fireflies, which, as you can see, it is almost finished, and I think I'm gonna finish it in August. I used it a total of 6 times, which is great, fantastic, very happy about that. Then we have Mystic Rain, which I used only twice, but I do still feel like there's a lot of progress. These shadows are very flaky, and a lot just kind of goes everywhere when you're picking it up, you know? It just is what it is, and I'm not gonna complain about that. Then we have Artist Pass here, and I did use it 4 times, and I feel like you can see a lot of difference in this one. This has been one that I've struggled to use just because, I mean, these 2 shades are very blue, even though they have that brown and pink base in them. They come off really blue. It just is what it is. So then we're gonna roll on into my singles. And I have all my single shadows in this big Give Me Glow Magnetic palette. It's a bunch of palettes that I depotted and put in here, mostly Jeffree Star shades, some Lime Crime, some Better London, just a little mix and array. And there is a lot of change, okay? We'll start with the least amount of change. So I have a black eyeshadow in here. I'm always gonna have a black one in here, and I know it's gonna take me forever to finish them, but it is what it is. I used this 4 times. This is what it looks like. Then there is this Champagne Shimmer from a Better London palette, and I used it a total of 5 times. There's a little progress, but not much because it's such a hard press shimmer. I've never used a shimmer this hard pressed before in my life, and so it's really hard to get progress on it. Then, gosh, I don't know if I can even show you guys. I'm scared. I feel like I'm gonna fling out all the shadow. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, well, there's only the tiniest nugget to this one. This is like a warm tan shade I've been using. Look at that little nugget. It is almost gone. I did fling a lot of it out because it was just in crumbs, shambles. So I think it's safe to say I will be using this up. I don't even know if I can use this in like one look, but I'm going to try. It's gonna be difficult, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow. And then the last, oh, I forgot to say, I used that a total of 19 times, which is a lot. That's almost every time I did my makeup, which is incredible. Then this last shade I used even more. I used it 20 times, and this is just a yellow shade that I can blend out my eyeshadow with. Not yellow, it's like a beigey with a yellow undertone, and it did have only like a circle of pan, and look at that, that's insane. I do use this to blend out my eyeshadow on top and the bottom. I set it underneath my eyes. I didn't for this look. You'll see why in my foundation review. I'm testing a new foundation, so I just didn't want to like mess it up too much with other makeup. But then I also like bring some down in here, and then I blend out my blush and bronzer on my nose. So that is how that's going. A lot of progress in my singles. Those look really nice. I have a lot of hope for that, but that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, everyone hit that like button because it would help your girl out. Hope you have a good one now. Bye!